So, uh, this I've got two exciting things. Last week we had an international conference of sound healing. So there were about 20 presentations of different aspects of sound healing, and mantras and bowls and flutes and different electronic instruments, and a lot of theory behind it. So what I'm going to do today, I will we'll do a short sound healing thing. Since this is a sound healing program, then we'll talk for about 5, maybe 7 minutes maximum, and then we'll do another sound bath. Okay, is that good? Relax and be in a calm mood and wait for these sounds to come into your body. We'll be talking later on about we human beings, in fact, the whole world, all beings, and even trees, plants, everything is consciousness. And this body will like just vanish when we pass away, but what will stay is our consciousness. So we are consciousness, and consciousness is vibration basically. So just listen to the vibration of these bowls. This is a kind of a meditation thing, so if you want to close your eyes, that would be good. And take a slow, deep breath inside and a slow, deep exhalation, because that will put you in a more relaxed position. You're breathing, and this will help in the relaxation. Feel these vibrations going through your body. They mainly come through the auditory nerve in the ears, but they can come in through all the other parts of the body, and what is known as the vagus nerve picks them up and brings it back here. It helps in bringing relaxation. Otherwise, there are lots of confusing sounds and waves and worries in the brain. This will bring a little bit of peace. Continue to take slow, deep breaths. Feel the breath going deep down into your tummy, slowly, and release it slowly. The slower you do, the more relaxed you can be. Because when you breathe out slowly, the carbon dioxide stays a little longer, and that is very good to make relaxation. Oxygen makes you excited, carbon dioxide relaxes you. Slow exhalation. So this is like a heartbeat. Just focus on your breath. If some other thoughts come in your mind about what you have to do today, or some worries, or some health problem, just drop it and focus on the breath. The more you focus on the breath, the more you can bring your body into relaxation. These are different bowls, and each of them have a different frequency that they put out. And all these frequencies are coming into your body. Just feel different frequencies. Normally, the brain, the whole body has different frequencies. The heart, the lungs, the brain. Brain goes from alpha, beta, theta, different cycles per second, from 30 to almost zero. The lower it is, the more relaxed. When we go to sleep, it comes to very low, like 2 cycles per second. Okay, with that, excuse me, let's come back to the room, and I'll give you a short talk, a short presentation. Then we'll go back to having a sound bath. So let me see here. And I'm talking about three things. The first is about how our behaviors get established from the age of 1 to 7. By the time we are 7, everything we learned in the form of behavior does not change. And by behavior, I mean how to smile, how to be happy, how to be angry. So when a child is born, it's like a computer. You buy a computer, bring it home, it doesn't do anything. You have to put some programs. You put Zoom, put Word, put PowerPoint. You have to put those programs there to make it work. Same with a child. Child doesn't know anything. It picks up the behavior. How does it pick it up? By observing the parents initially, then the siblings, brothers and sisters, and relatives, and maybe when it goes to school, 5, 6 years old, how the teacher behaves. And if the father is very angry, he's all the time shouting, screaming, the child picks that up. You know, we say, yo, you're like your father, you're like your mother. That's why it comes. And those programs, once from the age of 7, they just stay. And sometimes if our parents are rude to us, or they ignore us, or they have no time for us, and they look after some other child or whatever, then it causes trauma. It's called youthful trauma. Those traumas, they stay in the body and they affect our health for the rest of our life. Now, those traumas and those behaviors, like, so my mother or someone's mother is very kind, smiling, I become that way. Or she has a temper, she shouts at me, I become that way, and I do that to all my friends, all my relatives, and to my children too. It just goes on and on. But it is not in the genes, it is picked up from the environment. Consciousness, we pick it up from the environment. And it is very difficult to remove, but it can be removed. And the way you remove it is to being aware of it. Sound healing, because it's a pattern that's stuck in the consciousness, in the brain and in the consciousness. And with meditation or with sound healing, we can lower it. But the best way is to create a new habit. You create a new habit, the old one dies, and sound healing helps. So the first thing has to do with how those programs, whatever we picked up when we were small, we'll live with that mostly, unless we make a real effort to change it. Okay, the second thing has to do with quantum physics and Einstein. Now, these are big words, so don't be afraid about that, conscious. But basically what they are saying is there is no solid reality. Everything is virtual. That's very difficult to understand this. Because how you say this is virtual, I can see my hand, I can see my clothes. But what is happening is they are really what they call photons. And light reflects from them. So we are seeing the reflection of the light. And our body consists of millions, trillions, 30 hello? 30 trillion atoms. Each atom, very, very small, if they blow it up in size in a microscope, make it that big, they see it has got a lot of space in this. The atoms are just rotating like the stars. They are always rotating, but it's empty space. So there's a cell is made of empty space, and the vibrations, the cells, the atoms are constantly in vibration. So that is basically what we are. We are empty atoms. And the last point I want to make here is about genetics. We say we picked up our genes, we picked up from consciousness, but we don't pick up the genes of our parents. So if my father had cancer, I'm not going to get cancer. I will get cancer only if I have, all of us have cancer genes, we have all the potential for all the disease, but it actually comes when we have imbalance, when we are tense, when we are stressed. It does not come from our parents. Lots of parents have different asthma, heart problems. All the children don't get it. Children get it only because of their consciousness. So if they are stressed, then whatever gene is active at that time is active, that starts to express itself. So if we are tense and worried, and we have some particular gene at that time, like say the cancer or heart problems or stomach problems, those things show up, but it has nothing to do with hereditary. it's consciousness that causes that. Consciousness overcomes stress. And the one way to do it, there are many ways, there are medicines and things like that, but there are natural ways also that help. And that is through consciousness and through vibration and through sound healing. So that is the, what I got at this meeting that I attended last week on sound healing. These are the things that are becoming more and more aware. And with sound healing, you can bring yourself into a very conscious, peaceful mode. So with that, I will stop this and then we will uh, do another sound bath. So I will stop this thing here and we're back here. So if you want to go back to your relaxation, and if there's something bothering you, whatever it is, worries about your rent, about taxes, about elections, just put them aside. Just focus on this thing coming, these vibrations coming into your brain and bringing your brain into a peaceful state. There are 4 brain states. There's alpha, there's beta, alpha, theta, and delta. Delta is when we are in deep sleep. So some of you may be able to get there in this session in the next 10-15 minutes, or maybe not, but at least you can go into a more peaceful state, and that will help these worries not have so much effect on you. And if there's some organ or tissue that is tense, these vibrations will go there and bring it into balance. So take a deep breath, slow inhalation, slow exhalation. If you want, you can close your eyes. Feel these vibrations coming here and going to that part of the body that is got a problem. When you go to a doctor, he'll give you chemicals that go to that part and do something to it. With sound healing, the vibrations are going there, and if you're doing sound healing with meditation, your mind is bringing a solution to that part of the body. The mind is very, very powerful. That's what Einstein said, that's what quantum physics said, that's what Buddha, the Gautama Buddha said. The mind is everything. Slow, deep inhalation. Continue your slow, deep breathing. the mind likes some kind of variation, so this chime gives a variation of sound from this vibration. Just think of some part of the body that is not totally good. It causes fatigue or something. Feel these vibrations going there. This is an internal massage. You can have a physical massage, you can have an internal massage. This goes deep down into the veins, into the arteries, the capillaries, the bones, and if there's any obstruction in the form of vibration, this will overcome that and bring balance. Just to give you a different sound, it's a flute, not a Krishna flute, but it's an American, Native American flute. Continue to take deep, slow breaths. It'll put your body into full relaxation, and your worries or other things that are causing stress, they will have less effect on you. Just to bring balance to your heart, this will be like a heartbeat sound. Try your best to not let any other thoughts come in your mind. Just focus on the breathing process. Air coming in, slowly air going out. That puts you in a relaxed place, and the sound waves add to your relaxation. Most of us during the day we are in beta, which is 20 to 30 cycles per second of brain waves. There are waves in the brain, but with meditation it can come down to 20, 15, and when we are in deep sleep, it is like almost 1 or 2 cycles, very slow. This will help you to, during the day right now, to lower it, and the more lower it is, the more relaxed we are. Okay, with that, I think we will bring this session to a close. There are lots of developments now. Up to last year, very few doctors were doing it. Now some hospitals are using sound healing. They're trying it with Alzheimer's, with older patients, older who are in a center by themselves, and they're giving them this thing to see if they can revive them and make them more active. So there's a lot of value to sound healing. And with that, I hope, let's come back to the room, and if you want to shake your fingers, shake your body a little bit, and we can close this session. Thank you for joining today.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Lawrence. Thank